శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ 2008 లో స్థాపించిన కళాశాలలో MBA, NAC A గ్రేడ్ మరియు ISO సర్టిఫికేషన్ సాధించిన మొట్టమొదటి కళాశాల శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ త్వరలో అటానమస్ కాబోతోంది.
2014లో ISO గుర్తింపు, 2015లో రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వంచే A గ్రేడ్, 2016లో NAC A గ్రేడ్, ఇప్పుడు NBA సాధించిన సంస్థ శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ.
Good morning everyone. In the last classes we discussed about the second unit multi-stage amplifiers. So in this unit classifications of the amplifiers, okay, and methods of coupling. What are they? Direct coupling and transformer coupled amplifiers and direct coupled amplifiers, and cascaded transistor amplifiers and its analysis, and analysis of the two-stage RC coupled amplifier and high input resistance transistor amplifier circuits and their analysis, and also Darlington pair amplifiers and cascade amplifiers. Okay, today we discussed about the bootstrap emitter follower and differential amplifier using BJT. Okay, and bootstrap. In this bootstrap Darlington pair amplifier, this is the emitter follower. Emitter follower means CC. So in emitter follower the input resistance of the amplifier is reduced because of the shunting effect of the biasing resistors. So in this bootstrap Darlington pair amplifier, input resistance of the amplifier is reduced. Okay, this is very important point. The emitter resistance of the amplifier, input resistance of the amplifier is reduced. Why? Because shunting effect of the biasing resistors. This is the biasing resistors. R1 and R2 are the biasing resistors. These two are the shunting effect of the biasing resistors. To overcome this problem, the emitter follower circuit is modified. So in this circuit, transistor, these two are the biasing resistors R1 and R2, and this is the source resistance, and this is the voltage source in series with the source resistance. Okay, and R3 resistance and capacitor Q1 and Q2, two transistors. First transistor out emitter is given to the second transistor base. Okay, and second transistor RE, VCC and V0. For AC equivalent circuit, here we are using the Miller's theorem. In the last classes we discussed the Miller's theorem, in which R is given to the base. It is feedback resistance. Okay, R is the base, that is the feedback resistance. So by using this theorem we can split R into two resistors. So feedback resistance is the R. By using this theorem, by using this Miller's theorem, we can split R into two resistors, one in input and another at output. As we are going for AC analysis, the capacitor will be short circuited. So capacitor will be, in the AC analysis, capacitor is short circuited. So in this one, RM1, this is the RM1 resistance, and this is the RM2 resistance. Okay, so this R can be feedback resistance. R is split into two resistances, these two, RM1 and RM2. Okay, so one is the input and another is the output. So this is RM1 is the input, RM2 is the output. So RM1 equal to R3. So R3 by 1 minus AV, voltage gain. So RM1 equal to R3 resistance by 1 minus AV, and RM2 equal to R3 into AV by AV minus 1 by using the Miller's theorem. Since an emitter follower AV is approaches to unity. Okay, unity means 1. Then RM2 becomes extremely large. So RM1 equal to R3 by 1 minus AV approaches to unity 1 and R3 by 1 minus 1. That becomes RM1 equal to R3. In this RM2, R3 AV by AV minus 1. AV approaches to unity. Okay, so RM2 becomes very large. And AC equivalent circuit, for AC analysis, short of the capacitor in the circuit. So this capacitance will be shorted. The resistance are connected to the ground and hence we can connect off the emitter terminal. Okay, so in this circuit, modified this circuit, this one. So capacitor is shorted. So in this capacitor is shorted. Okay, RS, VS, RS and RM1. So in this also RM1. Remaining all resistors are parallel. So RE, R1, R2, RM2, these resistors are also parallel. So first transistor emitter is given to the second transistor base. Okay. So modified diagram. So for stage 2. Okay. In this AC equivalent circuit for CA amplifier and convert into CC amplifier. So CC means emitter follower. So AC equivalent circuit for this CA amplifier is converted into CC amplifier. If the load resistance RE is small, so that HOE RE is less than 0.1. So RE is very small. This RE is small. So HOE into RE, this is the output side. So we can take an HOE. HOE RE is less than 0.1. Then we will go to the approximate analysis. So HO first base is the input, collector is common between input and output. This is the CC amplifier. So collector circuit, CC means common collector. So collector is common between input and output. So base is the input, output is the emitter. So HIE, HFE, IB2, this is the current source. Remaining all are parallel. That becomes RM2, RE, R1, R2. Okay. And voltage is the VC2. Voltage between the emitter and collector. So it becomes VC2, second stage. Okay. And so in this circuit, current gain. So current gain equal to output current by input current. AI equal to I0 by II, I1. So that becomes I0. Output current is, in this output current is emitter current. So reverse direction. So minus IE2. By input current is IB current. So second stage is the IB2. So in the nodal, IE2 plus IB2 plus HFE IB2 equal to 0. So IE2 equal to, this can be simplified, IE2 equal to minus IB2 into 1 plus HFE. So AI equal to 1 plus HFE. Current gain equal to 1 plus HFE. And input impedance. Impedance means resistance. So that is the RI2. So resistance equal to voltage by current. So in this VBC2 by IB2. By applying KVL we can get the, so VBC2 equal to HIE IB2 plus I naught RL2. So that becomes HIE IB2 minus IE2 RL2. This can be simplified as, so IB2 HIE plus IB2 1 plus HFE RL2. So in this, finally RI2 equal to HIE plus AI RL2. Okay, and first is 1. In this first is 1, RI2 is large. Okay, so HIE RL is greater than 0.1. So we can go to exact analysis. If greater than, we will go to the exact analysis. Less than, approximate analysis. We go to the approximate analysis. And this is the circuit diagram. In the circuit diagram, current gain equal to, as it is AI1 equal to, in the first is output current by input current. So I0 by I1. So in this output current is emitter. So IA minus IE1, emitter current, by base current is, so IB1. Input current is the IB1. So IE1 equal to IB1 plus minus of IB1 plus IC1. So substitute IC1 equal to HFE IB1 minus HOE I0 RI2. So we can simplify it as AI1 equal to 1 plus HFE by 1 plus HOE RI2. And the next one, input impedance. So in this circuit, impedance equal to RI1 equal to voltage by current. In this, voltage VBC1 by IB1. So in this, VBC1 equal to, so HIE IB1 plus HRE VCE minus VC1. And the value of HRE is 2.2 into 10 power minus 4. So which is very small. So we can neglect. So HRE VCE is neglect. So it becomes VBC1 equal to HIE IB1 minus VCE. It can be simplified. VCE equal to I0 RI1. Voltage equal to current into resistance. So finally RI1 equal to HIE plus AI into RI2. And the next topic, differential amplifier. Differential means difference between the two input signals. Okay, so a differential amplifier is an electronic circuit which amplifies the difference between the two input signals. Okay, so it is called the differential amplifier. Considering an ideal differential amplifier, this is the ideal differential amplifier. So this is the V1 and this is the V2. This difference we can get the V0. So V0 equal to V1 minus V2. So V1 and V2 are the two input signals and V0 is the single ended output. So V1 V2 are two input signals and V0 is the output. In an ideal differential amplifier, the output voltage V0 is proportional to the difference between the two input signals. So hence we can write, so V0 is directly proportional to the V1 minus V2. So in this, differential voltage gain AD. Okay, so V0 equal to AD into VI. VI means V1 minus V2. V0 equal to AD into V1 minus V2, where AD is the constant of proportionality. So AD is the gain with the differential amplifier, amplifies the difference between the input signals. Okay, so Hence it is called the differential gain of the differential amplifier. So AD is the gain with which the differential amplifier amplifies the difference between the two input signals. So AD is called the differential gain of the differential amplifier. AD is the differential gain. So the differential gain is expressed as AD equal to V0 by Vd. So generally differential gain is expressed in decibels. So AD equal to 20 log 10 AD in dB. And the next one, common mode gain. So common mode gain is the AC. So in practical amplifier, when V1 equal to V2, the output of the differential amplifier is not equal to 0. Okay, when V1 equal to input, first input equal to second input, V1 equal to V2. So the output of the differential amplifier is not equal to 0. Therefore, the output exists due to noise signal generated in the circuit. So V1 minus V2 is 0. That is not equal to 0. Why? Because of output exists due to noise signal generated in the circuit. Here the output voltage V0 is proportional to the common voltage between input and output. So V0 is directly proportional to the V1 plus V2 by 2 average. So that is equal to V0 is directly proportional to the Vc. And the gain produced at this stage is known as the common gain. So V0 equal to common gain AC into Vc. So the total output of the differential amplifier is known as the V0 equal to AD Vd plus AC Vc. In before AD Vd, we can get the AD Vd. In this AC Vc. So total output differential amplifier is the V0 equal to AD Vd plus AC Vc. So therefore AD is greater than AC, more greater than the AC. In this case we can define one important parameter of the differential amplifier known as the common mode rejection ratio. Okay. This is the very important CMRR. So common mode rejection ratio. So it is defined as the ratio of differential gain to that of the common voltage. CMRR is defined as the ratio of differential gain to that of the common voltage. So CMRR equal to AD by AC. So ideally the common mode voltage gain is 0. Hence the ideal value of CMRR is finite. In a practical differential amplifier, so AD is large comparatively AC and AC is small. So hence the value of CMRR is always very large. So AD is large, AC is low. So we can get the CMRR is large. CMRR is also expressed in dBs. So CMRR in dB equal to 20 log AD by AC in dBs. Okay. The output voltage can be expressed in terms of CMRR equal to V0 equal to, so total voltage AD Vd plus AC Vc. So this can be simplified as AD Vd into 1 plus Vc by Vd by CMRR. In terms of CMRR, V0 equal to AD Vd into 1 plus Vc by Vd by CMRR. So this expression explains that the CMRR is practically very large. Okay, though both the Vc and Vd components are present, The output is mostly proportional to the difference signal only. Okay, the common mode component is rejected. So this CMRR is very important. Okay, so this unit is completed. Second unit is completed. In this second unit, multi-stage amplifiers, assignment questions and very important questions are you must prepare. Explain the differential mode and common mode operation of the emitter coupled differential amplifier. Okay, and draw the circuit of the Darlington pair amplifier and derive the expressions for the AI, AV, RI and R0, input resistance and output resistance, and draw the circuit for cascade amplifier. Explain its working, operating, obtaining overall values of the circuit in terms of the H parameters. And with a neat circuit diagram, explain about bootstrap emitter follower amplifier. And explain the types of coupling methods used in multi-stage amplifiers. So direct coupling and transformer coupled and RC coupled. So and next question, derive the expressions for RI, R0, AV and AI using H parameter models of CE, CC, CA amplifier. Okay, and next one is the differentiate between direct and capacitive coupling of the multi-stages of the amplifiers. With the help of the neat circuit diagram, describe the working of cascade amplifiers. Okay. So derive the effect of, next one, derive the effect of cascading of bandwidth of the multi-stage amplifiers. Finally, so CMRR and common mode operation and a differential mode gain you must prepare, and Darlington pair amplifiers, and derive the expressions for AI, AV, RI and R0, cascade amplifiers and cascade amplifiers and bootstrap amplifiers and coupling methods and H parameters model of the CE, CC and CE amplifiers. Okay, and bootstrap and effect of the cascading of the bandwidth of multi-stage amplifiers. These questions are very important in the second unit. You must prepare.